You are my courage, my sword and shield, grace on the...
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hi, my name is Maya, and today I'm going to be filming my 18-week update for you guys, and I know that I'm going to be posting this earlier than what I normally do. Normally I post update videos the day before my next week starts, but on Monday, I'm more than likely will not feel up to filming or anything because on Sunday I have a very busy day. I have to get up super early and I will probably be out super late. So I thought I would film it now and upload it for you guys early. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right on with the update. So, like always, if you see me looking down throughout the excuse me. If you see me looking down periodically throughout the video, it is because I have everything written down in my notebook. I have this notebook. If I haven't talked about it before, I have this notebook, and it's just rainbow neon colors, and this is what I write down, all YouTube ideas / whatever else is going on with the baby, or if I have appointments that I need to remember. Everything for the baby / YouTube goes in here. So I'm going to figure out what page it is on because I write them all in different weird places. Everything that I have written down, I pre-wrote down after I filmed the 17-week update video. I wanted to kind of get ahead so that I wouldn't have to write it down before I just started to film. Also, I have gotten a new pregnancy app because for my old pregnancy app that I used to use in the beginning of telling you guys update videos, I have to buy the full version app, and the app that I just got, I can't remember what it's called. I'll put a picture at some point throughout the video if I remember of what the app looks like, but it just gives me a bunch of information and it reminds me to do things like take my prenatal vitamins, because that's something I struggle with, is always trying to remember to take my prenatal vitamins and stuff like that. So my app has changed. So if if I've already said the size of a baby, the baby is for 1 week, that's just because I'm using a different app. So yeah, I'm just going to get right on with the video. So right now I'm 18 weeks and 4 days. I know that might not seem very much, but pretty much everything that's happened this week is all that's really going to happen to me. Normally nothing big happens towards the end of the week, and that is sticky, gross, ew. But I'm going to get right on with what's going on with the baby and stuff like the baby stuff. So the baby is the size of an artichoke and is about 5.6 inches long and weighs about 6.7 ounces. This week I probably did lose more weight because I did get sick again this week. Yay! I got the stomach bug in the beginning of the week, and I definitely did notice that my stomach size went down because I lost more weight from being sick. I'm just thankful that me having the stomach bug this year and being pregnant was not as bad as what I had the stomach bug last year. Last year I was almost sent to the hospital because of how bad it was. Some other things, like things that are going on with the baby. The baby is working its muscles, is yawning, can have hiccups, can start suckling and swallowing. The baby's also twisting, rolling, punching, and kicking. And this is last night. So my boyfriend, father of the baby's father, is currently not in the area that I live in. He's at his dad's. So last night, right before I went to bed, I texted him. Gross. And he wanted me to tell the baby that he loved him. So I looked down and I had my hand on my stomach. Every time that I go to sleep, my hand just ends up on my stomach and I just sleep like that. I had my hand on my stomach and I told the baby that Alan loved him, and the baby kicked / moved when I said that, and it was the cutest thing ever. I was like, my hormones were like, you're gonna cry now, bitch, and I'm like, no. But it was really cute because I know that our little one definitely does love his or her daddy a lot. So yeah, So now I'm just going to get right on to symptoms that I could have had this week. Some symptoms are swollen feet and hands. And last night, I don't know if my leg was getting swollen, but my leg just felt really weird. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of felt numb. So it was just especially really weird, but it went away. I just fell asleep. So the next thing is backaches. I have had a few backaches here and there. I'm definitely getting more hip pain than I am back pain. So I've definitely noticed that, especially if I lay on one side. Since I'm 18 weeks now, you're not technically supposed to sleep on your back really anymore. You're supposed to sleep more on your side because you could lose blood flow to some places because your stomach is going to be getting bigger and bigger. So I normally sleep on my side anyways, but sometimes I end up waking up on my back, but it's fine. What was I going on about? I just completely blanked. I remember. Oh God. If I lay on one side for too long, my hip does definitely start to hurt and I have to roll over. And normally when I sleep with I sleep on my side, but I'm more almost on my stomach, but I don't lay all the way over on my stomach. And the leg that's flipped over is normally bent and one is straight. It's weird, but I normally only do that when my hip's in pain because it stretches out my hip a little bit. The next thing is leg cramps, and this also goes along with my leg hurting. I don't know if my leg was just cramping, but it felt numb. It didn't hurt. It wasn't uncomfortable. It just felt numb. It was weird. I don't know. The next thing is the case veins. Like veins could start showing up anywhere. I don't really have this. The only vein that really pops up, which is all the time, is my vein on my arm. It's like bright blue. Nothing too, like, I don't really get those veins. Trouble sleeping. I have not been having trouble sleeping. I've actually been sleeping pretty well. And also my sleep schedule, I've been working on getting my sleep schedule kind of like under control, so I'm not going to bed at weird, like big different times, waking up at different times. I've been trying to go to bed at 2:30 and waking up at 11 to noon, because if I wake up too early or if I go to bed too early, it's wonky. If I go to bed too early, I will wake up and be up at like 2 and not be able to fall back asleep until 5 in the morning, and then I sleep until like 3 in the afternoon. And if I get up too early in the morning, I will feel super duper sick. I won't feel good all day. I will feel drained. I just won't have any energy, stuff like that. The next thing is nosebleeds. This has not happened to me this week, but last week I did have a nosebleed. I don't know if I told you guys that. I did have a nosebleed. My nose has been really stuffy too this week. I don't know if that's just because I've been sick on and off or what. And the last thing is baby kicks, and I've already explained this. I have had flutters and I had the kick/movement last night that I felt with my hand. I don't really feel them unless my hand's on my stomach. And that might sound crazy, but since I am a very petite, small person, I was really skinny before I got pregnant. My stomach's not super duper big and stuff like that. So my stomach, I still don't have stretch marks or anything like that. I barely have a baby bump. It only shows if like I wear tight clothes, but it's not really noticeable. Yeah. So now I'm going to get into everything that's happened to me this week / symptoms and stuff like that I've had. So like I explained in the beginning of the week, I did end up getting the stomach bug. Everybody thought that I was just having all day morning sickness, and it was not. It ended up not being all day morning sickness. I just kind of knew that I was not having morning sickness, and I tried to say that to them. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is not morning sickness, because when I have morning sickness, it's a completely different feeling than what I felt this day when I had the stomach bug, and it was terrible. And the worst part about me having the stomach bug was, of course, oh no, it couldn't have happened during the day so that I could have slept all day and then slept all night and been good the next day. oh no, I only started to get really sick and throwing up at nighttime, right before I was gonna go to bed. So my night was awesome, waking up every once in a while, like every so often, just to get sick. So I just kind of wish that it would happen more during the day than at nighttime. So some other stuff is, like I said, hip pain. My back does hurt if I am sitting up like how I am now. My back is starting to hurt because there's nothing really supporting my back. I've also still been big into drinking water and juice and Gatorade and stuff like that. I've been making sure that whenever my mom goes to get groceries, she gets me like Gatorades and stuff like that that are good for me to drink, because Gatorades have electrolytes in them, so they hydrate you so much. So I've been really making sure that I stay hydrated. I've also been having nesting phases and like disinfecting phases too. I've been wanting to try to keep my room a little bit more cleaner. Some days are harder than others, because some days I'm just super duper exhausted and other days I'm super duper got lots of energy and stuff like that. What else? I don't really, this week's been kind of like the same. Like there's nothing really big that's happened. Oh, I've been less moody / emotional and stuff. I've been more happy this week. The past few weeks, I don't know if it was just because I was getting sick all the time and I was exhausted and stuff, but I just didn't feel myself. I was just super tired, no energy. I was just down, and this week I've had a lot of my energy back. I've actually been waking up around the same time. I'm not sleeping into like the 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock areas. I'm like more waking up around the time that I like to wake up and have most of my day still. So I'm very glad about that. I think that's it. We have a doctor's appointment on this upcoming Tuesday, which will be my 19 weeks, officially like start of my 19 weeks. And then on the 27th, we will be figuring out, hopefully, the gender of the baby, because that all depends on if this little one decides to cooperate, because at our last doctor's appointment, our last ultrasound, the baby decided to be curled up in a ball, face down, so just a little bugger. He or she is stubborn like her father, his or her can't talk. He or she is stubborn like their father. So I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to do a belly shot, because I know in my 17-week update video, I completely forgot belly shot. I don't know. Some days I just have pregnancy brain and I completely forget. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. This is my belly bump from this side. It's definitely growing out. I can tell. This is it from the front. And from this side. Hello, little baby. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this update video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also follow me in all my social medias. I did stop putting my Facebook that I have for YouTube in the description, mainly because I've not gone on it since I've made it, so there's no point of me really putting it on there if I'm not going to be using it really. But all my other social medias that I have in the description below, which is just to my Instagram and Snapchat, I do use all the time. So, and my YouTube account for Instagram, you guys will be the first to know when there's a YouTube video up. So I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.